when I first got on Black Ops 6, man, I was a little annoyed. I was a little frustrated. I was like, oh man, this game might not be that good. You know, it's Treyarch. We love Treyarch games. They've had 4 years to work on it. I'm expecting a lot just knowing that they've had this 4-year window. The first like day or two of the beta, I was like, I don't know, man. The game feels weird. I think it was a combination of I was frustrated that I finally get to Texas and I wasn't on like a single digit ping server. Like they didn't have the Texas server, but that doesn't have anything to do with the game. Pretty much all the guns kind of felt like shit in comparison to the Jackal. The maps themselves, like Scud TDM and playing this kill order game mode, I'm like, oh my God, bro. I don't care if I got HIV, I'm the HVT, bro. Get this shit out of the mosh pit playlist. But now, after playing for 2 weekends, gentlemen, I'm pretty damn excited. I'm fucking excited. I actually think Black Ops 6 is going to be a great addition to the Call of Duty franchise, bro. Like, I wish that I was getting on right now to play Black Ops 6. I wish I could fast forward to October when it releases to get on this camo grind. I'm really impressed post-beta how much I wish I was playing it. And I think that is like a great indicator of how the game actually feels. I think they sped up the movement a little bit with the second weekend of the beta. They made some changes to the movement. It felt really good. The gunplay feels really good. I will say one of the few things that I could complain about with the game, be honest with me, gentlemen, did you guys feel the same as me thinking that sometimes the time to kill was a little inconsistent? Didn't the TDK feel like sometimes I felt like I was destroying somebody in 3 bullets and another time it just felt like I need to put an entire clip to send this motherfucker to the grave? I just think I think the one thing that the CoD community has not complained enough about, and so Activision and just Call of Duty as a franchise in general has gotten away with for too long, and I'm at my wit's end, is the tick rate of these servers, brother. We don't dope Valorant up enough. See, this is the problem, and people are gonna think that I'm a shill or like a fucking industry plant because I've been defending publishers and developers a lot lately. But here's the thing, bro. Valorant does so many things right, brother. Their anti-cheat works for the most part. Like, it's pretty foolproof, at least. I don't run into cheaters. I know what happens, but when I do run into cheaters, they get banned in the middle of the game, and the game crash and it's over, right? Bro, you disconnect from a game in a ranked game of Val, you get right back into it. And the servers themselves, bro, you're on like essentially 128 tick rate. Bro, Call of Duty has us playing on servers that have existed for like 20 fucking, bro. I'm not a network engineer. I'm not going to act like I can sit here and talk as if I'm an expert. But all I do know is that Call of Duty servers and what they're capable of are terrible, bro. What's the tick rate of these fucking servers in these pubs? Brother, I'm telling you, man, Call of Duty, people don't realize, in my opinion, and Sigurd, you're a network guy, you correct me if I'm wrong. Bro, if Call of Duty had server tick rates at the level of which Valorant does, this game would be even better to play. It would be even more fun, brother, because like this arcade shooter, the only reason our arcade shooter is fun to play with is because it's got that fast-paced arcade responsiveness in the controls and the way the guns fire and the way that the kills feel. If they upgraded the servers, it would feel even better. And I just think that it's a really big problem. And I think we need to talk about it more. And I think Call of Duty needs to be accountable for it. I mean, I can't even talk about the financial implications. I mean, to me, the only reason why they wouldn't have been updated or upgraded like to fucking 64 tick rate or 128 tick rate is price, the money that it costs to, have all those servers at that level. Again, Village Idiot talking about this shit. But oh my God, bro, would I do a lot of things for them to upgrade the network capacity of these servers that we play on. My entire pro career, I played on a 24-inch monitor. That was kind of like standard back in the day. Now with these 27-inch OLED monitors, a lot of popular like Warzone players and competitive, like I wouldn't say competitive because it's not like, I think all the CDL pros still on stage play with 24 inch. I think 27 inches is kind of like the sweet spot for Call of Duty nowadays. You know, I really wish Call of Duty would do something about visibility just in multiplayer. There's a lot of grays, there's a lot of blacks, there's a lot of dark corners, there's a lot of just fucking clutter, visual clutter on the map, and it makes it hard to see. So I really wish that Call of Duty would add like outlines to the player models. I'm telling you, bro, there was a couple weeks on MW3 last year where they experimented in this experiential playlist with player outlines, and it made the game, for me at least, so much better because, you know, the only complaints that I really have about Call of Duty, like the engine is great, the gunplay is great, everything feels good. But they certainly have like fallen in love with like the real, like visceral wartime experience with a lot of maps and the games themselves. But from my perspective, it's like, listen, this is an arcade shooter, bro. It's always been an arcade shooter. And I just don't think my inability to see certain things on the map should negatively impact my performance. So I think adding player outlines would actually be a big help in this game and all games moving forward. And so this leads me to the second part of the question, whether I'm playing on a 27 inch or a 24 inch. I'm kind of in a rock and a hard place because I have a 540 hertz 24 inch 1080p monitor, and it's undoubtedly the best monitor for Valorant and like a PC like competitive shooter. But when I'm playing Call of Duty, like the 27 inch makes more sense. I really wish I could play everything on a 27 inch 4K or 2K, 1440p OLED monitor. But since I've gotten used to playing with the monitor so close to my face on Valorant, it makes it really hard to feel like I have full control since I'm, in the fucking thing, and my visibility kind of sucks. So I don't know, bro. It's really like a first world problem to be unsure of which monitor I want to use, but I guess I can just swap them out. I think I like Babylon more than I like Nuketown and Shipment combined, bro. I actually think Babylon could be a new Call of Duty classic map. And I'm being dead serious. And it's hard for me to understand how somebody wouldn't agree with me. Like, I know everybody's got different taste. I'm not saying if somebody disagrees that they're wrong. It's just one of those situations where I'm like sitting here frustrated that more people don't agree with me. Because when all right, I'm just going to tell you why it's even more frustrating to me that people don't agree with me. My initial gut reaction when people disagree that Babylon is better than Shipment, people have a hard time admitting when something that is new is better than something that we've had in the past. Like, people just don't like change. A lot of times I feel like people have knee-jerk reactions because something is new and something is different and they're not familiar with it, that it can't be good. It is not good. And I do this in my life with certain things. Like, I will form an opinion on something very quickly, judge a book by its cover, and I hate it. But in all actuality, the more that I played Babylon, I'm like, yo, this map is a lot of fun to play. Bro, this map is a great warm-up map. That map was so much fun to like grind out ranks on your guns. You could have long-range gunfights. You have close-range gunfights. It's mixy the entire time. I think Babylon legitimately is better than Shipment. And I pray to God when we get to Black Ops 6 full release that they have like a Babylon 24/7 playlist. That would be my one request to Treyarch. Player outlines would be ass in my opinion. They just got to do something to make it better. Yo, Final, I promise you, man, like, if they added player outlines to Call of Duty, I genuinely don't think that there is a single person that would complain. It does not impact the game as much as you think, bro. I mean, they're essentially already doing player outlines with the name tag above the head, but I just think the player character model should have them. There's truly nothing I think that would be negatively impacted by adding player outlines. You guys think player outlines are bad, bro? I think you guys are faded. Genuinely think you guys are faded. I mean, it's a subjective topic, so, you know, I don't think there's a right and a wrong answer. And obviously, a couple of you guys disagree with me, but you're spitting bullcrap. I don't know, bro. I just think that, no, first and foremost, like, this chat, for the most part, we have like a pretty healthy back and forth. I just think that you guys need to present to me a good reason why it would be bad. Give me a real reason why you think player outlines would ruin this game or make it worse, a worse product. People would manipulate it and use it to reverse hack to see through walls. Yo, bro, I promise you, they're already doing that. What do you, okay. All right. Player outlines have nothing to do. I'm not even going to approach that topic right there. S&D is the only thing I'd argue. Yo, guys, I'm not saying that the player outline should be like bright fluorescent pink. When you see player outlines in Valorant, they're pretty subtle. It's not like the entire character is clipped in yellow highlighter. It's just like the contrasted parts of their bodies have like a yellowish hued tint to it. I mean, I'm actually surprised to see how many people like have a strong opinion against player outlines in the chat, if I'm being honest. So we don't got to stay on the topic too long, but I genuinely don't think it's as impactful to the game as you guys would think. And I know you would argue, well, then you don't even need them. I'm just saying, like, adding visibility and better visibility is, I think, a good thing and not a bad thing. There would be no ninjas in hiding. Yo, brother, ninja diffuses don't happen because you see the player. Ninjas diffuses happen because you don't know they're on the bomb. I promise you ninja diffuses would still happen with player outlines, bro. Maybe a perk to turn outlines off. I think we all actually have, like, maybe you guys are misinterpreting what I'm saying. I don't know. It sounds like we're not going to get player outlines. It sounds like a lot of people don't want them the same way that I want them. Yo, Papa Meech, thanks for the 2 months, bro. Batman is stall. Thank you very much for the 500 bits, baby. Arcucco, thank you very much for the sub. Chugbud Joe, double 2XL. I am just Goofy, Puffy, Boab, and Grand Spitzy once again. Yo, chat, I'm going to respect your perspective, man. A lot of you guys think it's a bad idea. I hear y'all. I get it. I mean, like, Ghost, also make outlines off or field upgrade can. So Enads, like, but that's the thing. You saying that there could be like a perk or a field upgrade that would turn the player outlines off. To me, that makes it sound as if the player outlines are so egregiously better for visibility or like impact the game to where you would need a perk or a field upgrade to turn them off. That in itself, like, to me, thinks that we're interpreting the outlines and how impactful they actually are. Like, I think it should just be a default mechanic of Call of Duty. Gracie girl, are you just waking up, sweetheart? Good morning. Well, no smile? Yeah. Good morning, sweetheart. Did I wake everybody up? Okay, good. All right, honey. I love you guys. Gracie said you guys are fucking stupid, that we should have player outlines. I'm pissed now. I'm fucking pissed. Let's get it.